All right, so National Child Passenger Safety Week is now, and there's been a new study revealed. What did the report reveal about parents taking chances with their children's safety?
Well, this week during Child Passenger Safety Week, Safe Kids, with support from the General Motors Foundation, is releasing an important study. We surveyed over 1,000 parents with kids under the age of 10, and we found that 1 in 4 parents admitted on occasion to allowing their children to ride unbuckled while they're in the car. And that's a little bit alarming to us.
Definitely. The number of children dying has decreased in recent years, but tell us why we are moving in the wrong direction.
Well, we've seen tremendous progress because of the advances in child passenger safety. We know that kids come home from the hospital, by and large, they're in a car seat and they're safe and secure. But as kids get older and parents begin to, they're rushing, they're driving not so far, they're taking some more risk that we find are alarming. So we're concerned 211 kids, or 1/3 of the kids killed in car fatalities in 2011, were not buckled up. That's hundreds of kids whose lives could have been saved if we had had them properly in a car seat or in a seat belt.
Wow. I know a lot of kids, I see it all the time, who are never buckled in.
And that's a scary thing.
With seat belts, and it's really dangerous. I'm so cautious about every time I get in the car. I always make sure my seat belt is on, but if I have my little cousin or something like that, I always make sure he's buckled up.
Antonio, you're doing the right thing because kids are going to do what we do. So if we get in the car and buckle up and we say everybody has to be buckled up before we take off, then we're making sure that all of our passengers are safe. So good for you.
Exactly. What tips do you have for parents?
Well, we have a simple checklist with 5 things that you can find on our website at safekids.org. You want to make sure you have the right seat in the right direction, in the right place, and if you give it a little shake on the bottom at the base, if it moves more than an inch, the seat isn't snug enough. And if you can pinch the harness straps, then you know that you have too much slack in the harness and you need to tighten them up a bit. So those 5 simple things can help make sure that your child can have a safe ride every ride. If you're still confused, head to a car seat check event. We have over 500 of them happening this week. Or you can call a car seat technician in your area, and you can find all of that information on our website at safekids.org.
How do we check that we have the right seat and that it is properly installed?
Great question. So right seat, you want to think about your child's height and age and weight, because all car seats will give you some information about size, whether it's what size you can go up to, what weight in particular you can go up to. For children under the age of 2, you want a rear-facing seat. As they get older, it shifts to forward-facing, and then at some point you move your child into a booster seat. When they're in a booster seat, you want to keep them in that booster seat until they're 4 feet 9 inches tall. At that point, the shoulder strap and the lap strap will fit your child appropriately. Until they're 4 feet 9, the booster seat's the best option.
Okay, I have one specific question regarding child safety seats. I know when I went to Babies R Us one time to look at some car seats, they said do not buy any used car seats, always buy new because the safety rules change. Is that true?
Well, the reason that we advise parents to know the car seat that they're going to be using, because if a seat is in a crash, that seat should never be used again. Why? Because they're engineered to absorb the energy of a crash, and once they're in a crash, they're no longer safe, so your child won't have a safe ride. You don't know what's happening when you're buying a used car seat. Now, if you are using one from someone, you want to make sure that it's not expired and that it's never been in a crash. But the best thing is to try and invest in your own seat that's right for your child.
I think that's very helpful because I think a lot of people end up sharing car seats and stuff like that. But if they know this information, I think they'll change their mind, have a second thought about it.
Well, just be sure that you know it hasn't been in a crash and that it's the right seat. And look for an expiration date. They're always found on the bottom of a car seat. Oh, that will surprise a lot of people that car seats actually expire. But because of the materials that can, with time and sunlight, really take some wear and tear. You want to check on the expiration date as well.
Okay. My last question is, can you tell us about what else is going on during Child Passenger Safety Week?
Well, this is an important week, and we want to remind everybody to buckle up every ride, every time. And parents, caregivers, make sure you're buckling up those kids every ride, every time. You can find a car seat check event near you on our website at safekids.org.
All right, thank you so much, Kate. This information is really useful. I know my readers will enjoy it.
Thanks, Antonio. You have a great day now.
Great. You too. Take care.
Thanks.